Welcome to the Bomb Beats! Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Bomb Beats Basics, where we teach you how to cook super yummy but very simple meals with ingredients readily available here in the Philippines. Keywords will always be bare, minimum, effort. I've always been a stovetop girl. I like seeing how things are cooked in front of my eyes. Okay, fine, I'll say it. I have control issues. I want to see and know what's going on. So it's no surprise that I used to dread using the oven because I didn't like leaving it up to the machine. But ever since discovering this method, I am able to let go, which gives me more time for me. The important thing is to familiarize yourself with your oven. It might take a few tries before you get it right, but once you are familiar with the settings, it will be easy to roast your meat, leaving you with more time to do other things. Here goes! Super easy rustic roasted chicken and vegetables. Let's start with the vegetables first. Here are the ingredients you will need. Veggies, olive oil, and salt and pepper. Our veggies have already been chopped, bagged, and placed in the freezer, so we just take them out whenever we need them. We'll be using squash, broccoli, carrots, onions, and garlic. Rough chop them in almost equal sizes. Once you have the amount you want to consume, place everything in a baking dish, add salt and pepper, and drizzle with olive oil. Mix well. The thickness of the baking dish plays a factor in roasting dishes. I like using a thick ceramic baking dish because it keeps the food from burning fast. Thin baking dishes, especially metal ones, will conduct heat and speed up the process, which will make the vegetables cook faster. Since we're still getting familiar with the oven, a thicker baking dish will help. Now, let's prep the chicken. As we've mentioned in our other video, we like using darker meat, so that's what we buy. Pat the chicken dry. You'd want it dry so the chicken skin would be crispy. Once it's dry, just put salt and pepper to season. Feel free to add other seasonings and whatever you have in your spice cabinet. But since we're PMEing, salt and pepper are fine. By now, I know how to guesstimate how much salt and pepper to put, but if you want to be sure, a nice way to do it is to put salt and pepper in a small bowl or container and sprinkle on the meat. You can then transfer all the excess into a jar, which can serve as a catch-all seasoning jar. But make sure that the seasoning in the jar has not come into contact with the raw chicken. A good rule of thumb is to put 1/4 teaspoon or half teaspoon of salt for every pound of chicken, but it's really preference. As we've mentioned before, saltiness of salt varies, so if you're not comfortable yet, you can hold back a little on the salt. Marinate for around an hour if you have time. Pro tip: under seasoning is okay. Since you will place the chicken on top of the vegetables, the juices from the chicken will go down to the veggies and the aromatics from the vegetables will go up to the chicken. Now we put the chicken and veggies in the oven. Let's talk about the oven. We're working from a small 18-liter convection oven. It's tiny, but it's a powerhouse. Each convection oven has settings for temperature, heat source, and timer. Since we're not baking, we don't really need the temperature to be exact. What's important is where the heat is coming from. Our temp is always cranked up to the highest, but what we do is tweak the heat source and timer from time to time. Adjusting the heat source will also save you the step of having to put aluminum foil on top to prevent it from burning. Each convection oven has the following settings: no direct heat source, heat coming from the top or broil, heat coming from below or grill, and heat coming from both top and below. To start, put the heat on the grill setting. Make sure that the heat source is only at the bottom because once you put the heat source on top, it will start roasting and crisping up the skin and it will get burned if it's left at that setting. Set the timer for 20 minutes and forget it. After 20 minutes, take out the baking dish, flip the chicken around, and put it back in the oven skin side down. Set for 20 minutes again and change the heat source to heat coming from both top and bottom. We want to crisp up the back part of the chicken too. After 20 minutes, for the last time, take out the dish from the oven, flip the chicken over again, now this time skin side up and toss the vegetables. This time, when you put it back in the oven, put the settings on broil. The chicken is almost cooked. We just want the skin to be crispy. Set the timer for 10 minutes. If you will work with boneless chicken, do everything but only set it to 10 minutes each. Once it's done, take everything out. To test, stick a knife in the thickest part. You will know when it's done when the juices come out clear or when there's no blood coming out. Plate and serve! I love this dish because the juices from the chicken has dripped down to the vegetables, turning the vegetables into a nice sauce-like side dish. It also helps me eat more veggies, which is something we all need to do. Thanks for watching. Do you like these types of videos? Please like this video so we feel inspired to make more. Also, please let us know on the comments down below what dishes you'd want us to simplify for you. For more instructional videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and follow us at The Bomb Eats. Thank you from The Bomb Eats. Ooh, my knife is for roll.